Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So instead of having patches like previous mid-month updates, we are instead going to have a full maintenance tomorrow. Okay, so let's go ahead and check out what it's all about, right? So it's a 9th of June update details. Okay, so CM Fragment says, greetings, this is CM Fragment of Marvel Future Fight. Well, Ebony Maw has commenced attack after gaining even more sinister powers. Agents, it's time to utilize his powerful telekinesis, right? So the maintenance time is 9th of June. Try Ebony Maw's new uniform and advance him to tier 3. So there is a maintenance notice. So let's see what are the changes to the uniform. So new skill are all based on level 6 stats. There has been some changes to uniform stats and options since the May update, so please check out the details below. The new uniform will be available for purchase after 6/9 maintenance, and all the uniform will be at a 40% discount, right? The new uniform will be available for purchase in the Marvel universe and the uniform list, right? So with this new uniform, as we all know, Ebony is going to change into a blast villain. So he is going to compete against Moonstone and Mephisto, which I believe is going to be really difficult for him, because well, to be honest, now the Black Order comes in all shapes, sizes and classes, right? Because they are universal, blast, combat and speed. So that's excellent, right? However, Ebony is getting the toughest competition ever, because unfortunately he is under the blast category, and we know how strong the blast category is, right? I doubt he is going to replace Mephisto or Moonstone anytime soon. He might come close, but let's see. What are the changes made to his uniform as mentioned by them? So his uniform passive, it remains the same. His passive, the Blackguard passive, it also remains the same, 30% mind damage and 30% decrease to all damage received. Apart from that, his tier 2 passive also remains same, which is excellent. So 50% more damage against superhero and 30% more damage against supervillain, along with some skill damage and bonus damage. And his first skill looks exactly the same, with some burn damage and paralysis. However, there has been some minor change to his second skill. As you can see, the last line, which says mind damage 55% of energy attack and additional 365 mind damage, actually on the uniform which is already there in the game, it instead of 55%, the mind damage percentage was 85%. So his second skill has been nerfed, right? So let's see if any other skill has been nerfed as well. So the third skill seems to be okay. He still has the recovery, and 117% mind damage is still the same. However, his fourth skill is nerfed. It now has 67% of mind damage of energy attack, and previously in game, means the uniform which is there in the game at this point of time before the maintenance, it had 108% of mind damage instead of 67. Similarly, his fifth skill seems to be nerfed as well, right? In game at this point of time before the maintenance, it had 85% of mind damage, but now it seems from the patch note that it has been nerfed to only 60% mind damage. So it seems that 3 of his skills has been nerfed, okay, in terms of numbers, but we are not sure how hard they actually hit, so it may not be relevant, right? But unfortunately, it seems that Ebony Maw, from at least from his 1 to 5 skill, he doesn't really have any accumulation whatsoever, and his skills has also been nerfed, right? So now let's go ahead and check out his tier 3 skill. So again, burn damage and then all defense down, which does applies to World Boss Ultimate, but meh, who plays World Boss Ultimate, right? And then 85% chance to penetrate almost everything except and he also has invincibility and increased damage by 30% for 8 seconds, which is nice, and increased damage by 60% of energy attack. So that's good, but so it seems that he is not going to have silence in his kit, right? So he will be relevant for at least 2 AVX season, depending how good he is. Wow, so let's go ahead and check out his tier 3 skill. It's a small window. Ooh, this is the freakiest tier 3 skill, guys, I have ever witnessed in Marvel Future Fight. This is so freaking creepy. Just look at Ebony's eyes. Means Ebony does have blue eyes, right? Oh my god, this is creepy. Oh, wonder, but I love it. So it's like on all the Ultron bots, it's like more than 500 plus it. Well, we have to see how well it plays on the actual game, right? So apart from Ebony Maw's tier 3 and his uniform, I don't know, I have a bit of a bitter aftertaste left in my mouth after reading the patch notes. No accumulation, no silence. I don't know. But anyways, let's go ahead and proceed. Let's see what else is there. So Supergiant is actually getting buffed. Wow, as if she wasn't already one of the strongest one-shot character. So actually it's not much though. Her skill, right, which increases her bonus damage and skill damage by 50%. Previously it lasted for 5 seconds, but instead of 5 seconds it will now last for 6 seconds, okay, at a cooldown of 6.5 seconds. So almost she can have this buff throughout the time, only for negligible 0.5 second when she will not have this buff. And apart from that, World Boss Quicksilver challenge unlocks Giant Slayer Super Giant clear 5 times. Defeating Super Giant Ultimate will also count toward total clear count for Giant Slayer challenge. I mean, why shouldn't it have counted previously? God. So they are fixing some other errors like agents who failed to have their attendance checked in for 4th and 5th. That means previously there was some issues, right, where few of the agent missed the 4th and the 5th day, even though they actually logged in, but they never received the reward, and those 4th and 5th day reward were not checked, I mean tick marked, right? So they had to pay crystal, or they had to lose out on those rewards, the ultimate reward, which is the CTP chest, right? So actually they are going to provide those rewards to the agent, which is very good. So the 4th day attendance and the 5th day attendance rewards are going to be sent to those agents, and it is going to have a check mark to them. And also one of the good thing is that the agent who actually paid crystal to check in for the 5th and 4th day, right, they are going to be compensated. So which is actually very, very good. This is very good and well thought by Netmarble. Hats off to them, thanks a lot. And compensation will be provided to those agents who were unable to receive timed items due to, right, so the long maintenance which we had when people were getting crazy CTPs, cards and urus, right? So there was a long freaking maintenance. So if you missed out on any timed item, okay, they are going to send it to you, or rather us. And even if you have missed on your daily rewards like Stark Stash, daily biometric, X-Gene, seal support, daily boost, okay, all those things they are going to give you back, okay. So again, once again, well thought by Netmarble, and these rewards are going to expire in 7 days, so more than enough time, right? And also apart from that, not only that, items those that expired due to not being able to log in during the emergency maintenance, okay, those will be restored, like your energy, your biometric selectors, anything, right? So that's actually fantastic. Apart from that, they are also fixing Firelevel's tier 2 passive quantum energy, right, where previously the skill damage and bonus damage doesn't used to apply on, especially with Scarlet Witch Wanda Vision uniform, right? So that means she is going to score more, right? And apart from that, the 30% all attack buff was also overlapping the ISO, so they has actually fixed it, so that's wonderful. Well, I don't know. Well, I do definitely like Ebony Maw, but he seems to be, from at least by reading through the patch notes, he seems to be a bit lackluster compared to the other Black Orders, right? And no silence, and most importantly, well, I'm really happy for the Black Order and Ebony Maw, to be honest, but I'm a little bit disappointed that there is no Thanos, there is no Black Swan, there is no nothing, just Ebony Maw, his uniform, and his tier 3 and his nerf skill, right? So apart from Ebony Maw, right, So there are some special events, so people who are wondering when is the next uniform sale, so it is going to be there after the maintenance, right, for a 40% discount, so which is great. So there is going to be world boss event where you spend 20 energy and earn some black antimatter, so which is good. There is some 7-day check-in event. The rewards are okay, but nothing worth mentioning. And then we are going to have a ranking event for Supergiant. Apart from that, there is a Black Order growth pack as well for Supergiant fans to super whales. Like, means you have to pay $100 for 8k crystal and this potential realization ticket if you have a native tier 2 along with some gold. But the most important thing about this maintenance is that it is going to be almost an 8-hour maintenance, guys, right? So it is going to be long, really long. So don't, after the today's reset, don't wait to complete your dailies. Make sure that you complete your dailies, because you never know, they might again mess up something and then there could be another emergency maintenance which could like cover up the entire day, and you might actually miss out on a lot of stuff, right? So don't wait for the maintenance to be over to complete your dailies. Make sure you finish them as soon as possible. And unfortunately, this is going to be a long maintenance, right? As you can see, maintenance notice. So maintenance is going to be from 5 p.m. PDT to 1:30 a.m. PDT. Wow, that's long. That's long, boys. That's long. My God, that's almost like 8.5 hours, 9 hours. Wow, that's freaking long just for a mid-month patch, right? So they are, they are actually going to have some system stabilization, Ebony Maws new uniform, new tier 3, other game improvement and game error fixes. They are going to compensate us for those 8 to 9 hours with 100 energy, 6-star hero chase and 50 boost point. So that's it for today's video, guys. So hope to catch you guys soon, and let's hope Ebony Maw is really good after this particular uniform, even though he may not have accumulation, or even though his skills have been up. So let's hope for the best and hope to catch you guys in game soon. Till then, take care and stay safe.